Hey, Coach Gurney here. Time to do a little tip on that short game. We're going to use a few different things. We're going to be in imaginary land here on the Trackman Practice Fairway. We're going to be using the pressure mat as a little feedback loop as to how the ground and where your pressure is makes a big difference in your short shots. And we're going to use a couple different clubs. So we're going to cover three shots. We do a little chip and run, kind of the most standard safety shot in golf that we should all have. How you set up for that particular movement. And then we'll hit a little pitch shot over a track to a tight flag. And then we might even hit a little spinning 70-meter or like 80-yard shot, basically. So let's start with a chip shot. Got to have a little simple shot here, about 21 meters to the flag, got about 2 or 3 meters of carry that we need. And all we're going to play is a little simple chip and run. So little quick things for those. You're always going to have a pretty narrow stance, so you don't have too much Elvis going on. And we want to have our center of pressure really on our lead side, so we have a lot of pressure over this way, so it makes it a lot easier to hit ball first contact, because that's the big thing we're always trying to create with this. Very safe shots. We play the ball, right heel, pressure, left heel. So we get set up like that. Let's make sure we're in the right spot. Boom, you can see here most of my pressure is definitely on my left side. I'm just going to keep my pressure there and have a little wee swing. I need to carry it about 3 or 4 meters, just a little swing. I might have gone a little far in the air. Yeah, a little violent there, coach. That's the idea, right? So we're going to try and get this pressure just on this left side so I get a good, solid, crisp strike. Let's think about how far we're going to hit it. I always like to have practice swings, feeling how hard do I want to hit my carry distance. Let's kind of zone in on this one. 3 meters of carry would be great. That last one I carried 9 meters. It was a little violent. That's still a bit fast. 8 meters of carry. Beautiful. You're getting better. Making progress, guys. Feet together, pressure forward. Excellent. 2 good strikes. Greens are running pretty firm and fast today. The boys been out mowing the greens. Good effort. That's a little bit better, I think. 6 meters of carry. Beautiful. Runs down there nicely. So that's kind of that lovely stock standard chip shot that we're looking for. Comes off pretty fast, very safe, very easy to strike cleanly, which for a lot of players is important. Narrow stance, pressure forward, a little bit of forward shaft lean, not a ton, and you're just going to keep that nice and stable, keep all the mass there and just swing the arms. Kind of like a putting stroke. Ooh, we're getting better at this shot now. Kind of dialed in. Here we go. 6 meters of carry is the number. Next shot, very entertaining one. Very scary for most golfers. We'll skip over the other side here, around here somewhere, between the bunker and the water. Let's go. Good work, coach. We don't want to aim over there. We want to hit from over there. Here we go. Ooh, 38 meters. Ooh, from a nice tight lie, we'll grab a 60 with a little bit of bounce as always. And what is the difference here with the pitch shot? So again, now we've got a tight flag, we've got to carry it about 32, 33 meters. Setup-wise, differences, we're going to have our feet maybe a fraction further apart, not a ton. Our center of pressure is going to be way more balanced in the middle of our stance because we're going to try and there's going to be a little bit more flow going on. Shaft lean is not going to be as much, we're not as far forward. If we do this too much, then we try and scoop it late, we're going to be in trouble. So we have nice balanced pressure, kind of in the middle to a little bit forward, nothing too crazy. And then as the club goes back, the pressure is always going to work back no matter what we want to do. But we're really, the big focus here to make sure we get good strike is we're making sure we're getting that pressure forward as we going back as quickly as possible. Because the sooner we can get that pressure to go, let's wait for it, yeah, as we get that pressure going forward, we're able to move that low point or where we're hitting the ground nice and late. And that will ensure that we get nice, good strike. So let's have a go at that feel there, eh? With the stance, there we go. About shoulder width, a little narrower than shoulder width and a hip width. Nice neutral grip, 60-40 weight, and then I'm going to try and get my weight to go forward as I go back. Ooh, that's enough. It's got some juice on it. Ooh, good shot, coach. 33 meters carry, perfect. So it's not a super lobby shot, it's just a nice pitch, lots of spin for a shot of that distance. $5,000 is plenty of spin. Let's try that a couple times and repeat it a few times so you get a feel for it, right? Still a pretty narrow stance, but certainly not shoes together. Sort of hip width apart. Balance, sort of really touch left side. nothing too crazy, sort of 60-40. And then as I go back, I'm going forward. Oh, nippy, nippy. Go. Oh, baby. Beautiful. So that's that nice pitch shot, really getting the emphasis of not getting the weight or the pressure going backwards as I'm not trying to lift the ball. I'm trying to make a nice descending blow there. So you can see the angle of attack, 9 down, really helps me get that spin up and that launch low, even with a 60-degree. Launching it low, why? Because my pressure's getting forward as I'm going back and allows me to get that good low point. Let's hit one more shot for fun, because these shots are fun shots, aren't they? Let's skip back to somewhere where we can spin it a bit more. Let's go back to here. Oh, exciting times. Some technical difficulties there. 76 meters. Oh, it's beautiful. Cool. So, a little further shot. What are we going to do here? So, a little longer shot, slightly wider stance. Nothing too crazy. So, we'll see here the pressure will end up being even probably more central again at address. There we go. 50-50 at address because it's slightly longer shot. Ball position, middle of my stance. Obviously, my swing speed's going to be longer and my swing's going to be longer. So as I go back, same thing. It could be a little bit of pressure working back in the trail side. Nothing crazy like I'm trying to hit drive. Just a little bit back here. And then as I'm going back, I'm really trying to get it forward again. That gives me good quality of strike, good control of a low point, and therefore I'm going to have good launch, high spin, and lots of control. So let's have a go at that. 70 meters. Sort of a little 3/4 half shot with this squad. Let's have a go. So let's get centered. Boom. Pressure's going to go forward as I'm going back. Oh, if it's the right one, it's got some spin on it. Do your thing. Come on. Ooh, thing of beauty. All right, so there's a few different things to think about. Watch this video from the start again if you want some help with it to remind yourself. But that little chip shot, pressure forward. A little bit of shaft lean, nothing too crazy. Pitch shot. Pressure is going to be a little bit forward, but not as much. Ball more neutral, a little wider stance with that pitch shot. Then we start to see a little flow going on without pressure. It's going forward as we go back. And then for longer shots, same again. Pretty much anytime the ball's on the ground, a 70-meter pitch shot is very similar to even a 3-wooder on the fairway. As we get the wider stance, we're still looking for that same scenario, that at address, as we go back, we start to recenter before we get the arms coming down. That really helps us have a descending blow in the golf ball. Good high quality of strike, which really allows us to control our distance better. All right, have a great day.